Hi students, today I am going to explain very important problems in the ray optics. Till now if you not subscribe my channel, subscribe and share to your friends. These problems are very important for the CBSE board exam and these are most repeated problems in the board exam. First problem we will let us discuss, that is light ray is incident perpendicular to one face of a 90-degree prism is totally internally reflected at the glass air interface. If the angle of reflection is 45 degree, we conclude that the refractive index is what? Let us draw the diagram here. This is a prism. Okay, it is a right angled prism. Right angled prism means it makes 90 degree at here. This is the 90 degree. What happening at here? One light ray is incidenting it here like this along the normal, like this it is incident diagram they gave in the question. This is the incident light ray and this is only normal run for this surface. You see the first surface. For this surface, this is only incident light ray and this is only normal run. Angle of incidence is angle between the incident light ray and normal run, that will become 0 at here. Angle of refraction also 0, it will go in the straight. What about the second surface? At the second surface, what is the angle of incidence? At the second surface, the light is trying to move from glass prism to air, right? Starting it will move from air to glass. Okay, firstly it goes from air to glass, then glass to air it is trying to move. When it is trying to move from glass to air, then we have to know the angle of incidence at here. The angle of, for that we have to draw the normal for this next surface. This is the normal drawn blue line, and the angle of incidence is the here, this is I we can consider. And from the figure the angle of incidence it will become the 45 degree at here. Okay, when angle of incidence is 45 degree, then what happening in the figure? The light ray undergoes the total internal reflection, it will goes back like this, right? That means what happening at here? Light ray undergoes total internal reflection. Angle of reflection also become 45 degree. It will go in the state like this. What happening at here? What is the condition for the total internal reflection? In the given data, they gave that the angle of incidence at the angle of reflection at the second surface is 45. Means angle of incidence is also 45 degree. The refractive index of the prism they give as n. What? How much value it should be there? Refractive index of prism we have to find out. Here total internal reflection is occurring. What is the condition for the total internal reflection? Total internal reflection condition is angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. That is the condition. Right? We have to take that condition in here. What is that? Angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. If angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then total internal reflection occurs. Light ray will not enter into the air. This light ray is incidenting like this. It will not enter into the air. It will be reflected back. Then we can write like this. This one sin I greater than sin C. But the sin C is the nu is equal to 1 by sin C formula we know. From nu is equal to 1 by sin C formula, we can write sin C is equal to, what we write sin C is equal to? Sin C is equal to we write as 1 by nu. Sin C we write as 1 by nu. If you write that one, we will get like this. That is sin I greater than 1 by nu. We take nu to left side, right? And sin I to right side. Nu is equal to 1 by nu greater than 1 by sin I we will get. What is the value of I at here? Sin 45. Then we will get finally one value, that is nu greater than sin 45 is the 1 by root 2, 1 by 1 by root 2. Then this will become like this, that is a nu greater than root 2. But the nu is given as n at here, that's well n greater than root 2. It is the condition for the total internal reflection. That means in the given options, the second option is the correct option. Okay, right, this is the solution. And let us go for the second question. Let us see the second problem. That is, in the second problem, what they give. If the refractive index of glass and water are the giveaways, refractive index of glass is 3 by 2 and the refractive index of water is 4 by 3. Then they are asking the refractive index of glass with respect to water. Then what is the question? Solution is what? Refractive index of glass with respect to water is the refractive index of glass by refractive index of water. What is the refractive index of glass? That is 4 by 3 by 2. Next, what is the refractive index of water? 4 by 3. What you will get here? 9 by 8. Just you have to do like this. This is 3 by 2 and this will be reverse. Then we will get the refractive index of glass with respect to water as 9 by 8. Let us go for the second question. Second question is completed and let us go for the third one. You see this, this is the third problem. What they are asking in this problem, you see, it is very simple problem, and it is a ray of light is incidenting on a glass slab. Okay, this is for example a glass slab. The ray of light is incidenting on the glass slab, but what angle it is incidenting? The ray of light is incidenting on the glass slab at an angle that is 60 degree with the surface. Okay, with the surface how much angle it is making? 60 degree. And what is the angle of incidence in this? To know the angle of incidence, we have to draw the normal, right? This is the normal which makes 90 degree with the surface, and this is 60 means this will be automatically 30 degree, right? This incident light ray makes 30 degree with the normal. That's why we have to take angle of incidence as 30 degree. The given 60 degree is not angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is the angle between the incident light ray and normal drawn. Then after that, the light ray cannot go in the straight line. It will be bends. Then it will bends towards the normal when it goes from A to glass. And our question is that what is the angle of refraction? Right, we have to find out the angle of refraction in this question. What they give? Angle of incidence they give. The angle of incidence is 30 degree, right? In the solution, angle of incidence is 30 degree, and then calculate the angle of refraction if refractive index is 1.5. Refractive index is 1.5, then we have to find out the angle of refraction. For that, we know one formula: nu is equal to refractive index formula we know is sin I by sin R. This is according to Snell's law. Right, nu is given as 1.5, sin I is the 30 degree, that's by sin R. We have to find out the R. That's why sin R is equal, we will get as sin 30 by 1.5. Sin 30 value is 1 by 2 and 1.5 we can also write as 15 by 10 or the 3 by 2. This will be reverse. 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 we will get 2 will cancel. Then sin R we will get as 1 by 3. Then 1 by 3 means nearly 0.33 you will get. Then what is the value of R? You know that when angle of refraction value increases from 0 to 90 degree, then sin R value increases from 0 to 1. Okay, so that means with the corresponding to increase in the angle of refraction, right? When R value, theta value increases, then sin R value also increases. Sin 0, R value 0, sin 0, 0, sin 90, 1. Here, sin 45 value, if you take the sin 45, 1 by root 2 you will get. And if you take the sin 30, 0.5 you will get. Sin 30, 0.5. Sin 45 you will get nearly 0.7. Okay, sin 50, when angle is increasing, sin 30 is the theta is 30, 45, 50, the theta value is increasing. Then at that moment sin 30 value we know as 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Okay, and sin 45 value is 1 by root 2, its value is 0.7. Sin 50 value is again more than, when angle is increases, automatically this value is more than 0.7. That means here we have the sin R value is only 0.3. That means automatically the first option is the right option. Just we have to express We don't know 19 degree is this like this, but we can expect by using the given values. Let us go for the next problem, fourth problem. What happening in this? You see this problem very carefully. Okay, and now this problem is that you see here a fish looking up through a water sea. The outer side of world contained in a circular horizon. If the refractive index of water is 4 by 3 and the fish is 12 centimeter below the surface, the radius of the circle is what? You see the picture. I drawn the picture related to this diagram. This is the fish. It is in the water at a depth h. It is at a depth h. And the fish is at a depth h. Now this fish is seeing the outside world. The light ray from the eye of the fish, the light ray started, right? And the maximum there is a chance to have the angle of refraction 90 degree. Okay, otherwise what happens, it will be undergoes reflection. Then here also same thing I took. When maximum refraction, maximum light ray goes along the surface, at the moment this is a normal run, this is the incident light ray, angle of refraction become 90 degree. Here also angle of refraction is 90 degree. Maximum light ray chance to go along this path, right? And if it will more than 90 degree means it will undergo total internal reflection. It will not enter into the other medium. And now when angle of one angle is 90 degree, automatically other angle is critical angle. That's why here see, here see. From the figures, this also see, I see. And we derived this one from previous knowledge also. You see here. And this is the formula. From this figure, you write from triangle OAB. Actually, what happens when you will do this straight like this, right? This is the extension like this, and this is the extension like this. Like a cone, it will see the outside world. All the birds which are flying in the air, it can be seen through this area, right? And that area is pi r square. Its radius is r. That is in the circle shape. This radius I want to find out. And from the triangle OAB, sin r is equal to, we write as tan c equal to, is a critical angle. Tan c is equal to, we will get as opposite side by adjacent side. Okay, it's a clear concept. It is there in the theory. Okay, you can search in the ray optics chapter in my lectures. Okay, you can go to the playlist and select the chapter which you want to study. Okay, any chapter in my channel, there are so many chapters are there, almost 12th class all chapters are present. You can go to the playlist and select the chapter you want to watch and select the topic. Okay, and then you can watch any lecture. Okay, r is equal to, here tan is equal to opposite side r by adjacent side h you will get. This is the h ac. R is equal to tan is equal to, we write as from the figure we write like this. That is opposite side, c opposite side is ab and adjacent side is ao. Ao is the h. Okay, from that we will get r is equal to h tan c. R is equal to h tan c. We want to find out the tan c only, radius only we want to find out. We will write their given values. The refractive index they gave us 4 by 3. Water refractive index is 4 by 3. And the fish is at a depth of 12 centimeters. We write here h is equal to 12 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. And then this fish is at a depth of 12 centimeters and it is seeing the outside world. It can see through circular area. That circular radius we want to find out. Then r is equal to how much? Then for that we know radius of circle, radius of this is called as field of view. Through this circle the fish can see the outside world. Well, the circle is the field of view, we can say. We want the radius of field of view. Okay, radius of field of view or the circle we want. Then how we can find out the radius? We have the formula for the radius, that is r is equal to h tan c. From we derived it here, but we don't know tan c. C we don't know, but we know nu is equal to 1 by sin c, right? From that, when sin c is equal to 1 by nu, we write sin c is equal to 1 by nu. Here we take one triangulate here. This is a triangle. It is a C. C sin C 1 by nu means sin C means what? Sin C is the opposite side by adjacent side. Sin C is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is what? 1. Hypotenuse is nu. From this Pythagoras principle, when you know this opposite side and hypotenuse, you can find out this adjacent side. That is from the Pythagoras principle, you will get here as nu square minus 1. From this we can find out the tan C. Tan C we will get as 1 by under root nu square minus 1, and this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now what you do here, equation 2 substituted in 1. Okay, equation 2 substituted in 1. Then you will get the R formula. R is equal to H into tan C. Tan C is this one, and 1 by root nu square minus 1. Then finally we will get as R is equal to H by under root nu square minus 1. This we substituted here. The radius formula, what you got here, radius formula you got is right. Tell me what is the formula for the radius? What that you got? Radius formula is H tan C. Tan C here we have to substitute the tan C formula. It here 1 by root nu square minus 1. That is substituted in equation 1. And when you substitute in the equation 1, then what you will get? H by under root nu square minus 1 you will get. This now substitute all values. Okay, H is what here? 12 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters by under root nu square minus 1. What is the value of nu? 4 by 3. 4 by 3 whole square minus 1. You substitute and simplify it. Then for example, if you simplify it, 12 into 10 to the power of minus 2 by under root nu square. Nu is the 4 by 3. 9 by 4, 16 by 9 minus 1 under root you will get. Then next we will simplify it. 12 into 10 to the power of minus 2. This root 16 minus 9 you will get as root 7 by 3 you will get after simplifying. Then next you will get as 36 into 10 to the power of minus 2 by root 7 meters you will get. But in the option centimeters only there. Actually no need to convert in the meters. Then 36 by root 7 centimeters. This is answer. Third option is the right option. We will go for the next problem. They gave the figure. In this, you see the figure. Oh, what is the question? Fifth question. The figure shows that the mixture of blue, green, red colors incident on the right-angled prism. The critical angles of material of prism for the red, green, blue colors are the 46, 44, 43 respectively. The arrangement will separate red from green and blue, blue from green and red, green from red and blue, all the colors. Now you see here, there are three colors are incidenting it here, the blue color, green color, red color. Now which colors are separated, right? Which color separates from other colors out of these three colors? Then that is the question. Some color may be refract and goes that side, and some color may be reflects and comes back. Like that the colors will be separate. Let us see what is the condition for the reflection and what is the condition for the refraction. If light array, blue light ray, it is incident like this, it undergoes the reflection like this. When it undergoes the reflection, if angle of incidence is greater than, you see the picture, and how I wrote this as 45-degree angle. You see this angle is 45. Okay, because here they gave in the question only, this angle is 45. Okay, when this angle is 45, this angle 45 in the question they give. That's why when this angle is 45, automatically this angle is 45, and this is 90, right? This is 90 and this is 90. 45 means this is 45 again. From this is the normal run. Okay, this is the normal run. This normal run should make 90-degree with this. That's why this angle, this is the normal run, it should make 90-degree with the surface. When this is 45 and this should be 45, and this is the incident light ray, blue light ray, and this is the normal run, angle of incidence is 45-degree for all colors. Okay, we can go for the solution. For all colors, angle of incidence is same because all colors are incidenting in parallel. For all colors, angle of incidence is 45 degree. If this angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, okay, if angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then total internal reflection takes place. Now tell me, from the figure, from the given values, which for which value, for green, red, you see here, for the critical angle of the red color they give is 45, 46. That is more than the angle of incidence. Critical angle of the red color is what? Critical angle of the red color is right here. Critical angle of the red color is 46. Critical angle of the green color is 44. Critical angle of the blue color is 43, right? And for which color angle of incidence is greater than critical angle? Angle of incidence is only 45. That is greater than green and blue, right? In case of, that means this condition, angle of incidence greater than critical angle of the green, because angle of incidence is 45 degree, right? And that is critical angle of green is, that's why green color undergoes total internal reflection. It is satisfied in the green color undergoes total internal reflection, and I greater than c, b also. Okay, angle of incidence greater than 43 degree. That's why what happens, blue color also undergoes blue color undergoes total internal reflection. That means, but this I greater than c for the red color not obeyed. I is 45. For the critical angle of red color is what happened if you satisfied? It cannot satisfy. The second condition is I 45. Critical angle of red color is 46. 45 greater than 46 for the red color not obeys. That's why what happened? Red color will transmits like this. It undergoes refraction, and other colors, the green color undergoes total internal reflection like this, and the blue color also undergoes total internal reflection. Now which color is separated? Okay, there are three colors here. Then the green, this is the green color, and this is the red color, right? Out of red color is transmitting and remaining colors are reflecting, means red color is separating from other colors. Then therefore the answer is, right, red color, red color separates from green and blue, right? This first option is the right option. Let us go for the next problem. Next problem is also exactly similar to this problem. Okay, you do this, you take this problem. That what they are asking in this same question they are asking it here. That is a beam of light consisting red, green, blue color incident on the right angled prism. Refractive index of material of prism is wavelength. For a wavelength, refractive index of the prism for the different colors they give. Right? What are the first color solution? Let us go for refractive index of red color. Red color is 1.39, first color. Next green, green color refractive index. For the green color, prism refractive index is 1.44. For the red color completed, red, green completed. Next blue color. For the blue color, the refractive index is 1.47. Now tell me, then which color the prism will separate the red color from the green and blue? That we have to prove. The same thing previous case, just like this. This is red color will be refracts, and the green and blue color will be reflects. That we have to prove, right? Then the red color will be separates from the other colors. Then what is the condition for the total internal reflection, right? Condition for the total internal reflection, which will obeys the condition for total internal reflection, which will reflects. Condition for the total internal reflection is I greater than c, right? Then we write as sin I greater than sin c. Sin I we write as sin c we write as 1 by nu. Okay, we know that sin c is 1 by nu. we write sine I greater than 1 by nu because we know nu is equal to 1 by sine c. From that sine c is equal to, we will get as 1 by nu, right? This we substituted it here, nu taken to left side and sin I taken to right side. This is the condition for the total internal reflection, right? And then in this, nu greater than 1 by sin I is what here in the figure. Sin I, angle of incidence for all colors is 45 degree. That's why nu is greater than root 2. That means sin 45 is 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, root 2, it will become root 2, 1 by 1 by root 2. That means nu greater than 1.414. This is the condition for the total internal reflection. Right, out of the three colors, which color satisfies this one? You see here a red color. For the red color, refractive index is 1.39, but for the total internal reflection is required 1.414. Then red color not satisfies this. Then blue color, the blue color, what happens? Blue color refractive index is how much? 1 point, that is greater than 1.414. Is it right? Blue color refractive index is 1.47. And for the green color, for the green color also refractive index greater than 1.414 because green color is 1.44, right? Then blue and green undergoes total internal reflection. Blue and green undergoes what? Total internal reflection. Then but red color not satisfies because in case of red color, what happening it here? In case of red, refractive index of red is 1.39 only, but the refractive index is should be greater than 1.414 for the reflection, but 1.39 is not greater than 1.414. That's why it cannot undergoes. Then therefore red color separates separates from other colors. Next, last problem we will discuss. There is a seventh problem. The seventh problem is also depends upon the okay. Let us go for the last problem, the seventh problem. What is this? Here you see a liquid of refractive index 1.5 poured into a cylindrical jar of radius 20 centimeters, up to a height of 20 centimeters. A small bulb lighted at the center of the bottom of jar. From find the area of the liquid through which the light bulb passes. You see here this picture, you can see this is a jar. The jar radius is 20 centimeters. Jar height is 20 centimeters. At 20 centimeter depth we kept one bulb. Then that bulb will passes through the water into the air, and that light will passes. Not bulb. Actually, the bulb is kept at 20 centimeter depth in the water, and that bulb emits the light. That light passes through certain area. That area we have to find out. Okay, right? What are the given values at here? Refractive index of the water they gave us, liquid they gave us. Okay, not water, it is a liquid, some liquid. Refractive index is 1.5, and the depth at which the bulb is kept is h. That h is 20 centimeters. You convert that into meters. 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. The next, a small bulb lighted at the center of the bottom of jar. Find the area through which the light bulb passes. We know that when light starts at here, okay, then maximum it can go like this. This concept we know that when the light starts at here, the maximum light started from the bulb, the maximum it can go along the surface after the diffraction. That means this angle will become 90 degree. This is the normal run. This is the normal run, and this angle is the 90 degree. When this angle is 90 degree, automatically this angle will become critical angle, because one angle is critical angle means other angle it will be 90 degree. Angle of incidence at which angle of refraction is 90 degree is called as a critical angle. This is critical angle, and this is also critical angle, and this is also critical angle from the figure. Then this is C, and this is also C. Then our question, when the light ray is passing like this, and then here light rays appears to become enters passes outside through this area blue color line circle, that area we have to find out. Okay, for that what we have to do it here, area of field of view we have to find out, area of liquid through which light bulb passes, how much light is passes through certain area, only through this area light passes, that area we have to find out. Area formula is pi r square, we know that. R is what? H tan c, that we derived it here in previous lecture only. H tan c whole square, and area is equal to pi into h square tan square c, we write. We know nu is equal to 1 by sin c. Here also I derived nu is equal to 1 by sin c. From that sin c equal to 1 by nu. Sin c, we write this triangle you see here. Sin c equal to, here c we am taking. Sin c matlab, that means opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite is 1 and hypotenuse is nu. This here we write as opposite is 1, hypotenuse we write as nu. And when this is 1 and this is opposite 1, hypotenuse nu, then this adjacent side we can find out by using Pythagoras principle. You will get as under root nu square minus 1. And then from this tan c we write as, tan c is what from the figure, when sin c you know 1 by nu, then automatically tan c we can find out opposite side by adjacent side, 1 by under root nu square minus 1. This we write here pi h square into tan square c, we write as tan c is the 1 by root nu square minus 1, tan square minus 1 by nu square minus 1 you will get. Then final formula we are getting as pi h square by nu square minus 1. This values we substitute here. Pi into h is what? H is the 20 centimeters. 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2 by nu square minus 1. What is the new value? 1.5. It is nothing but 1.5 whole square minus 1. We have to simplify it. Then pi into 24 hundredths into 10 to the power of minus 4, and the denominator it will become 2.25. 1.5 whole square is 2.25. 2.25 minus 1, 1.25 we will get. Then that will be, that is 125 by 100. By 100 goes to numerator. Then we will get as this 0, this will cancel, and 4 pi by 1.125 you will get meter square. This also we have to simplify, and finally area through which the light passes, that we will get. Okay, thank you to all. Until now, if you not subscribe my channel, subscribe and share to your friends. And next in the coming soon, after 1 week, I am going to start the most repeated CBSE questions and answers chapter wise. I am going to give chapter wise and topic wise questions and answers. I will explain in the YouTube also. Subscribe my channel and share to your friends. Thank you. Thanks a lot.